Now, the man whom many pundits are calling the star of last night's extremely fiery Republican debate, New Jersey Governor Chris Christie, who's here with me. He sparred memorably with Senator Marco Rubio, surging after his strong showing in Iowa. Let's take a quick listen.
This country already has a debt problem. We don't need to add to it by electing someone who has experience at running up and destroying the credit rating of the state. But I would add this. Let's dispel with this fiction that Barack Obama doesn't know what he's doing.
That's what Washington, D.C. does. The drive-by shot at the beginning with incorrect and incomplete information, and then the memorized 25-second speech that is exactly what his advisors gave him.
This notion that Barack Obama doesn't know what he's doing is just not true.
There it is.
He knows exactly
what he's doing. There it is, the memorized 25-second speech.
Well, that's the reason why this campaign...
That was quite something to behold. I guess the big question is, you definitely scored some points against Rubio, but did you score points for Chris Christie?
Well, I hope so. I hope that what I showed people last night is that I'm the person who's best prepared to beat Hillary Clinton. If Republicans want someone who can get on that stage and hold Hillary Clinton to task for the things that she's done and the things she's proposing, and they're trying to choose between me and Marco Rubio, I think last night showed what they should do. You need someone experienced, someone tested and ready. Let's remember this, Jake. This is not about me. It's about the American people. They want an effective presidency, and they need someone who's tested. And I've been tested, and Senator Rubio is not.
You have staked a lot on New Hampshire. Do you think you need to finish top 3? Do you think you need to win?
I think the whole race changed last night because, you know, there was a march among some in the chattering class to anoint Senator Rubio. I think after last night, that's over. And so I think there could be 4 or 5 tickets now out of New Hampshire because the race is so unsettled now. You can't trust Senator Rubio to be the nominee of this party, and that's what I was saying last night. We need someone who's been tested and ready to go against Hillary Clinton. You just had her on. She is a skilled debater. She's an experienced Washington insider, and you better have somebody on there who can take her on. Senator Rubio proved last night he can't do that, so now let's go to the next phase, and I'm ready to go.
The obvious political answer to the question I'm about to ask is that there is a quote-unquote establishment lane, and that's why you're taking on Rubio, because he is occupying that lane, as is Kasich, as is Jeb Bush. But some voters might wonder, why aren't you going after the frontrunner, Donald Trump?
Well, because there's been a march for Senator Rubio. Mr. Trump has been where he's been in New Hampshire and been fairly steady there. The fact is that Senator Rubio is unprepared to be president of the United States. Now, there could be a time where I go after Mr. Trump as well. But, you know, those are decisions for me to make. As I said to someone recently, I said, you know, I engage at a time of my choosing. And that's when I do it, and I chose last night to engage with Senator Rubio because the stakes are so high here in New Hampshire. We cannot nominate what the Democrats did 8 years ago. A first-term senator, unprepared for the world, unprepared for the race.
Here in New Hampshire, you've been telling the story of a man you met in Iowa whose son is going to Iraq. The AP learned that the voter was planning to caucus for you, but ended up switching to Rubio because he thought Rubio had a better chance of winning the nomination. With 2 days left to go, what do you say to the voters out there who are thinking about you, but thinking, well, maybe Rubio has a better chance at the nomination for the exact reason you gave, and they don't want to throw away their vote? How do you convince them a vote for me is not a throwaway?
Well, they watched last night. All New Hampshire voters were out there this morning. You watched last night. Do you think this is a Marco Rubio coronation? Do you think this is what should happen? Or you need someone who's been tested by Hurricane Sandy, tested by a Democratic legislature, tested by a hostile media in New York City. I've been tested in a way that Senator Rubio never has been. So in Iowa, I'm sure that was, listen, I have great respect and affection for that couple. I'm sorry I didn't close the deal with them. I thought I had. I had them till Monday morning. I didn't keep them for the last 12 hours. But I'm going to close the deal with the voters in New Hampshire in the last 3 days. And what they should know is when you vote for who you believe is the best person to be president, you're never wasting your vote.
How has this experience changed you at all, if it has, running for president?
It has. And what it's taught me is just how profound the problems are in the country, and how people are really affected by them, how they're really hungering for leadership. And it's also taught me, again, to be a better listener. You know, I mean, I just tell you that for me, I've always thought that more than half of leadership was listening, empowering people by listening to them. But I've done now nearly 100 town hall meetings in this state, and it's helped to really teach me how to listen, even better than I'd listened before. And the last part of it is, it teaches you that you can't take yourself too seriously. There's going to be a lot of things that happen in this business that are outside of your control. Just be yourself, be who you are, present that to the voters, and whatever happens in this race, I'm content with the way I've run it. I've been myself, and I was myself last night.